Beautiful start.
Yeah.
Oh, you started?
Yeah, I've been started.
Yeah.
As soon as you counted down, I started.
Oh, yo, what's up, everybody? It's Donnie Buns, and this is the
I think Jay voted and said whatever the fuck podcast. That's what he said. So.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck. I like that.
Yeah, so that works. You know, with two real niggas and one fuck nigga, I'm gonna let y'all figure it out who those people
John,
are.
Fuck
Shit. Wow. You're not talking to me. He was talking to you.
I mean, I ain't no fuck nigga. I'm the realest nigga on the planet.
Yeah, all right.
I eat booty. So.
Shut up! You work at American Freight. But, anyways.
Wow.
First thing that I wanted to talk about was y'all gonna be mad at me that I forgot.
God. Oh my god. What in the hell?
Hold on. I'm gonna find it. I wrote it down for a reason.
Well, all right.
Best start to a podcast of all time.
Hey. Well, no, you not about to put this shit on me, and that's on God. I refuse to let that shit happen. Hell
I mean,
no.
to be fair. Don was waiting all day twirling his dick.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, facts. In a pool. He was twirling his dick in a pool.
Whoa, wait. You better not be doing that shit. No. You better not be doing that shit.
Okay.
Hold on. We can't talk about that for reasons.
Yeah. For reasons. Oh, yeah.
Hold on. I just realized something. What? This man Donald Trump has a whole separate Twitter account. At POTUS, President Trump, but I guess he has a what? Okay, whatever. That's I'm sorry. It's still to this day I'm sitting here amazed at how the fact that he's the fucking president.
I mean, it's not that amazing.
No, I mean, it just it still hasn't sunk in.
We're getting political, too political, guys.
Like, I don't give a shit. Fucking, dude, legit. I was scrolling down his Twitter and I look 45th president of the United States of America, and I'm just like, damn. Wow.
I thought when somebody said Donald Trump was running, I thought that was like, you're fucking lying.
Dude, I put that in the Kanye is running for president category.
Same here. I was like, man. I was like, yeah, all right, Kanye's running shit. I was like, all right, yeah. Who the fuck's next?
I prefer Kanye, honestly.
I don't know. Kanye actually just supposedly came out and said the only reason why he befriended Trump was so Kim Kardashian could get niggas out of prison.
What?
You can believe
What's gonna do?
You can believe. I mean, that's what she did though. Somehow, I don't know how she did it, but she did. She ended up convincing him to let a couple niggas go for some reason. Somehow.
How did she convince him?
God! I didn't want to sexually turn her into a fucking. I mean, she does that to herself already. But
I mean,
anyways, hold on. Actually, I'm about to find out.
Shit, I want to be president of the United States. Tell the viewer, president of the United States.
Nah, with this podcast, you done shouted yourself. You know, politicians gotta be fucking perfect.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I am perfect. I'm Donnie Bone. The fuck?
Okay, jump bounce, yeah.
Hey, look here, bitch.
What, fucker?
You know what? We ain't gonna do this right now.
Why? What are you not gonna do?
We ain't gonna do this right now.
No.
Cause John almost brought up a name with a C in it, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
I was going to bring a name with an I. Wait.
It's not a.
Kim Kardashian West has helped free 17 inmates in 90 days.
What the?
That was in May.
What did she do? That's still pretty.
Supposedly, I don't know. Maybe she made him more popular, or I don't know. Yeah, I mean, helps these incarcerated people in her fight for prison reform. Maybe she's pushing prison reform. I don't know. I mean, but it's working though. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, true. Oh shit! No power to you, sis.
Even Joe Rogan said I stopped talking shit about her after she did that.
I mean, cause Joe Rogan a bitch.
Okay,
Mr.
okay,
Mr.
okay,
Oh,
okay.
shit. Oh,
Now
shit.
you done crossed the line.
Yeah,
You done crossed the
yo.
line.
You done fucked up.
You done crossed the fucking
Look,
line.
look,
I don't associate with this man whatsoever.
Nah,
Fire
Joe-
his ass.
Joe Rogan, if you ever hear this shit, nah, I don't
Dude,
support that
look,
shit.
dude, I'm pulling a Sugar Sean O'Malley quote. I'll fucking love you, Joe Rogan.
But look. We gotta get some controversy so we can get a name. I got nothing but respect for Joe Rogan, but you know.
What, you wanna cause some beef? The nigga just signed $100 million to Spotify. You really think he'd acknowledge the little dude?
Don't give a fuck.
That man is legit Cthulhu, and he just doesn't pay attention to humans at all.
That motherfucker. Oh.
I mean, I know he wouldn't care, but we can get some articles written about us. Man.
Oh yeah, by another little puny freelance writer and shit. Like,
yeah, see, look, it starts off. You gotta start
clout chasing. Clout chasing. I'm not starting on bullshit. You can't have a bullshit foundation, because guess what? I mean, everything on top built after that is just gonna be shit.
It's gonna slide off.
Not even though.
Alright.
See, look. When you are bonds, you do what you want.
Yeah. Yeah, end up bonded.
Okay, I don't know what the fuck.
Interwars.
I meant arrested. End up locked up. That's what I meant. Not like not like that.
But anyways, fucking.
Fuck y'all.
What the fuck was I gonna say?
About controversy and shit.
No, I was looking for a Donald Trump tweet. I sent myself the link to for some reason. I gotta read it. I don't remember why I sent it to myself. Passion or sleep each other. I was honestly looking for the Thug tweet, but I know he tweets way too fucking much for me to go back and find that.
Fuck, dude. That's all I gotta say.
That's why I got off Twitter. I was like, yeah.
Okay, why do you say that?
Because he's racist.
What makes you say that?
Because he legit say he's gonna build a wall around Mexico and keep Mexicans out. The fuck?
I mean, but due to the no, that addresses the illegal immigration problem.
I mean, temporarily. Yeah.
I mean, it's better than nothing.
I mean, they already have a wall over there.
Okay, maybe we need a bigger one.
I mean, like I said,
dude, I'm talking out my ass. I'm just sitting here picking. I'm picking. I don't know. I don't know the logistics and shit. I don't look in that shit that deep, dude. Because if I did, I'll fucking stress myself the fuck out. Like, I can't look that deep into it. Even with all this George Floyd riot shit, I can't look that deep into it because it's like it exposes so many people. So many people. Because you can look at the Instagram feeds, the ones that say Blue Lives Matter and all this other shit. Actually, I seen one the other week. It was like, Blue Lives Matter can't compare to Black Lives Matter because legit, like, it's an occupation. Once you clock out, you're not that anymore. We're black 24/7.
365.
So, but of course nobody wants to say that shit. But out this bitch, Blue Lives Matter, and you killed us first. I don't give a fuck what you say.
Facts. Big facts.
Last time I checked, niggas won't go in the street just blaming cops down for absolutely no reason.
Well,
I said for no reason. I'm talking about like when this shit first started.
I mean, what's still happening here and there? Bro.
I'm talking about like in general, like niggas. I feel like what people say, niggas are a very defensive race. Like we don't do shit unless we feel provoked. Now, I'm not saying I agree with it. I kind of do. I haven't sat down with myself and thought about it that deep.
I mean,
So
then there are niggas like you.
Yeah.
What you mean?
You're just always aggressive all the time for no reason.
No, I'm not.
I mean, to be fair, that is part of like human nature and shit. Like conflict is just gonna be. He's gonna always.
I mean, it's the same. Okay, when humans conflict, right? I see it as like, part of me feels like, if we didn't have all this, y'all a dirty bitch. I don't know who it was,
That one me.
but anyways, fucking.
What did you talk about?
Nothing, bro.
What the? Oh my god.
But anyways, I was in. Damn, I lost my train of thought.
Like choo choo.
Oh, all right, yeah, I caught back up with that bitch. But goddamn, okay, I lost it again. Shut up.
Choo choo.
Anyways, fucking, like, let's say if humans weren't, super society wasn't a thing, and we were so out there hunting and killing animals and women in the village and all this other shit. Would humans truly still conflict though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking about like on a big scale, like we do now.
Well, man,
over territory, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe like over food, over resources, shit. We would still fight.
But then why not be together though, and combine those two?
I mean, it'll be somebody to think like that. Yeah. Be somebody to be like, yeah, fuck that.
It's just most people are selfish.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, I guess if you're surviving, you're surviving. But I'm just like, you see how other animals, like, how they work in sync with their people, but then you got fucking other animals that eat each other. Because don't sharks, like, are fucking cannibals or some shit?
I mean,
like, they don't give a fuck. They'll eat another shark in a heartbeat.
But I'm pretty sure it's the shark cliques that run together that wouldn't eat each other. But,
it's like humans, like, it's like kind of we'll fight against them.
I mean, the only way I was thinking about this is what is one of the main reasons animals fight, and that's due to mating and shit. And we all know niggas who fight over a bitch.
Simps!
We all know them. But what I'm saying is, I was like, that's a parallel right there.
I mean, and that's also territory too. So
yeah. And I was like, what animal fights each other's species over territory though?
I mean,
I think like some type of
monkeys. Fucking.
I mean, but all right, let's say we got gorillas, right? The most gorillas aggress with each other is when one of the like non-silverbacks tries to fuck a woman, because the silverback has like all the bitches. All of them.
I mean,
and they can't mate with no one else. Like, no one else can mate with a female besides the silverback. And then some of them be trying to sneak them little cheeks in. The next thing you know, you hear that pat, and then you like, oh,
God damn. That's his. Nope. I'm messing with that.
No, like, I'm dead ass. And then like, but seriously, some of them pussy, because they'll try to sneak this shit, right? And then as soon as they hear that pat, they gone, bro. They done left the bitch. The bitch was about to open wide for his ass. He gone, dog.
Yeah, girl.
I've been like, she said, your boyfriend too big, bro. I'm gone.
Nah, I ain't having it. I ain't dying tonight. I ain't dying tonight.
Like, man, I'm sorry. If I got a gorilla's power, I ain't sitting down to nobody. I don't give a fuck if it's another gorilla or not. How fucking strong those guys are.
I mean, obviously that nigga's the goddamn leader of the pack. You know how strong that nigga is.
Well, true. I mean, I would, but here's the thing though. You like the way I am, right? I like try to like degrade people to make myself feel better. So I just lie to myself and be like, only difference he got, bro, he got a little gray hair on his back. Fuck on my feet.
That ain't shit.
Like, I just go like, he ain't no different. Nigga just got some nut on his back. He more gay than the rest of those.
No, he gay.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah, that sounds like, what the fuck?
That one might have to get cut. But
yeah, that's probably gonna have to get cut.
But anyway, but like, I don't know. That shit is weird.
Yeah, I mean, and also I feel like, I mean, well, it's mostly for like the king of the monkeys and shit. Like, they like. Other monkeys get jealous and start trying to fight them because they're the king, so they can be king.
I mean, maybe that's just the way the world works. Like, If I want what you got, nigga, I'ma take it.
Yeah, that's exactly how the world works.
So that means if I no.
Nigga over here playing 2K, I done heard it.
had to whistle and shit. I was like,
oh yeah, heard it. I heard it.
I'm just trying to I'm trying to get my badges right.
I need to get mine right too, bro. I'm starting to green those threes though. So ha. Oh, but anyways, supposedly a big rumor for 2K21. This is getting delayed.
I mean, hopefully to like actually make a good fucking game.
I mean, but you know the only reason they doing that is for COVID. They ain't doing that to make the fucking game better.
I'm just saying, like, I hope at least in this time it's like, well, we can at least definitely make the game better.
In my opinion, fucking. Hold on. Would be the next iteration of the NBA 2K franchise and will most likely release on the next gen consoles for PS5 and Xbox One S. Now, due to recent obstacles, this title will most likely be delayed until 2021.
Oh shit! Jesus I mean, well, the new systems do come out in December, so they could be early 2021, I guess.
Probably, but I have like after. I don't know. I say after 2K, fuck man. I didn't lost so much faith in that whole entire franchise. It's like I still play games now. I'm along with all the other YouTubers and all the other niggas, and we still play this shit. But I'm still gonna complain, motherfucker. I'll give you my $60 a year, but I'm gonna complain. Wait, what are you talking about, John?
Bruh, that's exactly the same thing they're gonna do. They're gonna keep making the shit. Y'all gonna keep on playing it. Like, what the fuck?
Because ain't nobody else gonna stop. What is my little $60 gonna do?
I mean, see, John, it's like this. It's like this, John. It's like this. You gonna buy Borderlands every time they come out, right? Because it's Borderlands, right? But Borderlands 3's garbage story is fucking ass. But you have faith that the next one will be good, right?
Some depends. It depends if it looks interesting. Because the reason I bought Borderlands, I was like, oh, this shit actually looks kind of cool.
Yeah, and that's how it is with 2K.
I mean, 2K is like the same every single year.
And you're the same. You're the same every single year, and I put up with you.
Okay, people. Okay, see, look, this is also. It's not necessarily the same every year. There's little tweak. If you're into 2K deep enough, it's different every year.
You want to find it?
Yeah.
But if you're like not to be an ass, but if you're a casual, it's gonna seem like it's the same every year.
Yeah, just like I used to think Madden was the same. I mean, it's different shit, but I just don't play it, so I'm just gonna say it's the same.
But I mean, I know niggas who are even in depth in Madden, and they say that shit don't change for the goddamn. I bought the most recent Madden I got is 20. I mean, not even 20, 19. No, fuck that, I'm lying. 18.
25?
I think it was the one with Gronk on that bitch. I don't even know.
I couldn't even tell you.
Like, because, and it's like, and I think that bitch was on sale for about $5.
I ain't played this shit since 25.
Bro, let me tell you something. I don't even know what's going on with Madden franchise. All I know is them niggas I know who play, they mad as shit. But, you know, EA be doing they whole on their own shit. EA
just be EA.
Yeah, I don't know. They enjoying themselves. I know that much. Supposedly they trying to have their own little shit now. Like, how can I explain it? Like, you know how when Disney Plus came out, all the Disney stuff is they're removing everything from every other platform and just putting on the layers. That's what Rockstar trying to do because they got their own platform and shit.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't like that.
So, it's like that shit's weird, dude. I guess it's more money.
Yeah, it's definitely more money.
You pay, but I mean, like, here's the thing, though. Okay, and I don't pirate games. I'm gonna put that out. I'm gonna put that down right now. I don't pirate shit. I don't steal shit. Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
but
I'm not a pot. Yeah, I was about to say.
Somebody look at my jail record. But I don't pirate shit. You know, I'm that. But along with another topic, Now for PC games, actually, and console games too, we got what the fuck was it called? I think it was G2A. G2A games, right? Let's say a game just came out today, right? You know that bitch off of release $60. You know, a thick brick. You might go on G2A, get that jump for about same everything for about 40.
Yeah, damn.
So, and that's on console and PC.
Oh, wow.
They'll send you right the code and they're legit. Everything I bought from them, but they just got burnt.
Oh.
So I guess I don't know how they do it. I guess they get people in the stores to send them the code and shit, and then they do that way, and then yeah. Now all the people who bought the games, they ain't had nothing to do with them. You see, they're good. They got their shit, but G2A they got some fines to pay.
I bet shit they probably would.
But guess what? They still selling them bitches. So hey, I don't know how to get it. All I know is that I received my shit at a cheaper price. I'm not complaining. I mean, and then I know multiple sites that do this. Is fucking Kingwin is my number one. G2A, because don't nobody want to spend no fucking $60 on video games.
Okay.
You said what?
Stop being an op.
How am I being an op?
What?
Everybody talks about them. I mean, they're not doing anything illegal. They're legit selling the same shit, and there's legit shit for half the price. Well, not half, but damn near.
Well, with that being said, whoever want to sell me a Switch for like $100, I'm down.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. No, that ain't gonna happen, fam.
I mean, they might sell you the old Switch for like $100.
That's not too bad. Shit.
I might get a Switch Lite because I don't really care about playing it on my TV. Oh, I don't have a TV.
You don't have a what?
I said I might get a Switch Lite because I don't care about playing it on my TV, but I forgot I don't have a TV anymore.
What you mean? What happened to your TV?
I have a projector, yeah.
Oh.
You can still play.
Oh wait, so you play your consoles and shit on your projector?
Yeah.
Oh shit, where your TV at?
Dude,
that's for my TV other room. Just in case this shit go out or something one day.
Okay, I got you. Oh, that's fire as fuck. I didn't know you did that though. Oh, so you play all your shit on the wall and shit.
My man futuristic got this bitch.
Hell yeah. Wait, so where your audio come through?
The projector.
Oh, okay. Okay. Nigga, bougie as hell.
I was about to say.
Nah, bro. Speaking of projectors, though, I want to have one of them houses that got like the balcony on the side. And let's say a movie night and you fucking put that bitch on the side of your house, bro. Yeah. You just leaning back and chilling. But my dumb ass would probably do some shit like put porn on it and see if somebody say something.
I can see it now.
If somebody walk down the street, go like, "Hey, what's up?" See what they got anything to say.
I have thought about doing that because I wanted to see what it would look like on the projector, but I'm scared at the same time.
I mean, if you had wireless headphones on, you probably wouldn't. Yeah, I mean, come on. Just imagine big bussy Latinos 3. That bitch all this surround sound like.
Okay, yeah, you know porn, yeah.
Yes, I do.
You need to together, man.
I know. Holy shit. Where am I? Well, I'm gonna land it now. There. All right. I don't know. I think it's fixing his audio problem.
And I'm about to get back into Persona 2.
Oh, good time, but finally.
No, wait, never mind.
Okay, I was joking. Forgive me, please. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just figured I want to get back into it because I'm a child royal too.
What I'm noticing from Royal, it's not really. I mean, it's a difference, but it's not like a big story difference and stuff like that. It's more like mechanical. more like a lot of more mechanics in there. Like, of course, you got the grappling hook you see in the trailer. So you get like you got more like group dynamic, more group mechanics. Like you can go not bowling, excuse me. You can play darts with your confidants. You can also play pool with them. It like helps the like the attack bonus. You remember the baton pass mechanic? Yeah, so basically it makes it a lot stronger. And that way, you can plow through shit much quicker.
I don't spoil it for you.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm not spoiling. I'm just talking about the mechanics. It's like not really spoiling the shit. But oh yeah, almost one thing. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up about Persona, but there's these new moves called the Showtime moves, and some of them are really funny. Some of them are kind of like eh. But it's like two partners, two of your team members will like do like a special attack and take like about 10, 12 seconds and like do major damage across all enemies. And that's it. That's it.
So it's like a plus ultra.
Yeah, yeah. Ah, shit. Oh,
also, I'm thinking about getting a gaming PC too.
yeah. That's the ticket.
Okay, so I can not definitely not pirate my games. And
I mean, with Steam, you really won't have to pirate shit because, like, especially like the sales path. Yeah.
I mean, thing about me is I don't want to do that.
Okay. I mean, shit. That's your man. Shit, that's you. Let's do what you want to do, but like, I mean, it's definitely a lot easier. Listen, I used to pirate my shit off of what was it, uTorrent or some shit.
Who pirating? I heard you torrent.
I mean, I
Oh
never
shit!
pirated ever in my life. I never did that. But I knew a guy who pirated. That's a whole different story, right? It's good. Clean. Okay, good. Clean. Okay, good.
I just committed a cardinal sin of not slowly opening a bottle of fucking soda,
Anthony, why?
and that bitch fucking exploded. You heard that shit all in the mic.
All you gotta do is tap it down the side. It won't explode.
Tap, 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 tap.
Well, how about this? Too fucking late.
I was just telling you for future reference.
Shut the fuck up.
Damn, why you angry?
I ain't angry. I'm just slightly perturbed.
You sound like you're angry.
Anyways, so nigga, whatever. You American free. You gotta make American free great.
I mean, I don't work in the hood, but okay.
He capping.
Nigga, I don't cap.
He got nothing but cap in his rap.
Ain't nigga gonna say what I'm rapping because you already know what I'm rapping.
Okay, nah, I say that shit now. Then that fucking one person who viewed that video be like, "Hold on, what he claims, Slim?" I'll be like, I don't even know, bro. You gotta talk to him about that."
nigga, I rap Cupcake Gang, nigga.
Oh, okay, I fuck with it. But interways,
interwebs.
fucking. Another art. So the main question here: do Black Lives Matter, or do all lives matter? Dahan first.
Yeah. Obviously, nigga, the fuck.
What you mean? Obviously, you just said yeah. I said Black lives are all lives.
Oh, I learned with Black Lives, nigga. Black Lives, the fuck.
John.
Mm-hmm. Black lives do matter. Sure, yeah.
He's 50% white. So get that
nah,
little 0.5. Add that 0.5 to that percentage.
No, I was confused. I was at first. I'll be honest. A whole honesty, I was confused. Like the Black Lives Matter. I was like, what? I was like, what the fuck? And then when it's like, cause like I was like, cause it says like Black Lives Matter. I was like, don't all lives matter? But then I didn't know what like the whole behind like Black Lives Matter too. I was like, oh, that makes more sense. I was like, shouldn't have been like Black Lives Matter 2.
Yeah,
No.
I feel like it should have been that due to the simple fact of it stops people from switching the fucking narrative.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's also the thing of too, like all lives can't matter until Black Lives Matter in the sense of like the cops just aren't out here killing unarmed fucking white Americans for no fucking reason.
You're right.
So you can't say all lives matter until
So, yeah.
And people be adding a little, you know what? Nah, that's a separate conversation. I ain't gonna say that shit now.
That's a loaded gun. That's
It gonna put me in a whole nother genre. I ain't got time for it. I don't want the smoke. But I mean, I don't know. I was low key afraid to bring like shit like this up because people just, how can I explain it? People are crazy once it becomes, once it gets to politics. Like, let somebody see this, right? And they're gonna come up with 150 fucking things to say, contradicting it and shit. Yeah. But it's like, I'm gonna say what I gotta say regardless of whoever see it. Simple. I'm not gonna be sitting here scared to say what the fuck I want to say on my platform. Well, that sounds real. What's the best way I can say this without sounding like an ass hat?
Have your voice.
On my, that's gonna make me sound.
You're not gonna have your voice out.
Yeah, like, I mean, to be honest with you, if you see a black person, 9 times out of 10 you can tell they're political. Like, you can assume. Oh God, this is gonna come back to bite me. I swear to God.
It is. Yeah. Take a chunk out too.
Fucking damn. Okay, most black people are fucking Democrats. Okay, that's fuck. Yeah, that one's getting cut. But
cut that bitch. Cut it. I mean, you shouldn't have to like muffle your voice, especially like if it's like a bunch of adults. Like a bunch of adults should not be like being shitty and childish towards a person with a different belief or something.
But I do believe you shouldn't try to sway other people's views though, in the sense of politically and what they believe in and shit.
I mean, I'm not.
No. Like what I'm saying is, like, you can speak your point and they agree with your point. They agree with, but you shouldn't be like, "Hey, go vote for this person because I am," type shit, like that.
But there's a fine line between that and trying to. There's a fine line between trying to convince and saying your side. Because, like, that's a fine line I struggle with all the time between trying to convince somebody and there's certain shit you can't convince people. You can say your piece, but once you're trying to convince someone, that's when you start taking shit personal. Like, let's say if I was debating with a fucking Republican trying to change him to a fucking liberal or a Democrat or anything. And by the way, I'm not on any like side at all. I got a little bit of everybody in me, but
I want communism.
Okay, nah, that ain't me, bro. But okay.
Nah, I'm a hardcore capitalist.
But you said what? I say free Kodak, but fucking just
damn.
But anyways, fucking, what the hell was I saying? Oh yeah, like there's you start crossing that line where your emotions are getting into it, and you start raising your voice and yelling and shit. And saying, you realize you're arguing when you start saying the same thing over and over and over again. And it's just like, sometimes if with that same line of thought, what's even the point of bringing up your point to a person if you're not? Because I'm the type of guy that gets in Twitter arguments. I'm sorry, y'all know this. So it's just like,
I mean, I mean, you could say okay, I don't agree with this point because of this, or I feel this way about this. But you don't have to be like, oh, you have to see it this way because I do. Like,
I can't stand that kind of way of like thinking and shit. It's just so destructive. So destructive.
What you mean, John?
Like, all right, so like if somebody says like it's like oh you really should it's like oh you should really like the color blue. The color blue is best because of da 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 da. Like you should like the color blue. I was like no, I like this color. I like the color red. And it's just like trying to mute that voice. I okay. I probably shouldn't use that. I probably shouldn't use those two colors because of
I mean,
obvious signals.
when usually if I'm trying to like debate or even argue, I try to give the person the best benefit of the doubt by starting with but don't you think, like, that type of situation, like,
but that's
hmm?
that's different though. That's different than saying, oh, what you're saying is wrong because I feel like this.
Okay, see, like this is a perfect example. This was actually last night because Conor McGregor announced his fucking retirement over Twitter again last night. And so somebody said good riddance under the, on the ESPN comment. And what the fuck did I say? I think I told dude to shut the fuck up. And I kind of, you can obviously see whose side I was on. Oh yeah, dude said good riddance, and I said, fuck is wrong with you? And then, because it's just like, what I was saying was, I was like, I don't give a fuck who you are. You shouldn't, you see, like, I don't give a fuck about his record. I don't give a fuck about what he's done or what he said or any of that shit. On multiple occasions, he has went to risk his life and try his ass off to win in that cage. No one should ever deserve a good riddance, in my opinion. You're fighting a professional a nigga who's perfect, who's trained to kill you, and you get a good riddance. You see, no one in the sport has earned more money than Conor has ever done, and he gets a good riddance. He's actually the reason the UFC is probably as big as it is now.
I mean, but see, Anthony, you see how you see it that way. Somebody else might not see it that way.
Why? Because I'm telling you right now, there's absolutely no counter argument you can bring up to why the UFC is even he's half their clout.
I mean, in a way, yeah.
I don't know a damn thing about the UFC.
Okay, let me explain. I'm gonna say this, right? Mm-hmm. So, Conor McGregor is probably the best at trash talking ever, and people love that shit. Like, martial arts is a very honorable sport.
Yeah.
So you get a lot of guys who at the stare down, they shake hands before the fight and get in each other's face and shit. There's some guys who fuck you. But here's the thing though. Which fight do you think gets the more pay-per-view up? The more pay-per-view buys?
Obviously the one that's more drama, has more stake in it.
Exactly. And that's what Conor was so good at. And the thing that made Conor scary, he would talk shit and back it up. He would talk the ultimate amount of shit and hit him with a touch of that.
I mean, but some people don't like shit talkers.
Yeah.
I don't like shit talkers, but I'll give credit to where credit's due.
I mean, but again, you can't force somebody to see that your way.
Okay. I'm not trying to force them to see my way. What I'm saying is I'm trying to show that you're a fucking dumbass for saying that.
I mean, and he might feel like he's not.
Yeah.
Then I will try my best to make sure you feel that way.
See, that's the point I'm making.
It's just one of the number one things that pisses me off, and nothing more than that, is ignorance and disrespect towards someone who deserves it, or disrespect towards somebody who doesn't deserve it.
I mean, or he may feel somebody else may deserve his respect, and not Connors. I mean, it's all respect. Yeah.
I'm just saying, I feel like the man doesn't deserve a good riddance, and that if you feel that way, I'm not gonna say you're a dumbass. I take that back. That I was being a hot ass, but I'm not saying that you're stupid. You're entitled to your opinion. It's amazing, and I would like to talk to you about your opinion and why you feel that way. But the arguments here are like everyone who replied to me. It didn't it's not hidden. He has no matchup. He's a joke to hardcores now. Most of us that actually watch every week wouldn't care in the slightest if he left. He hasn't been anything spectacular for around 4 years now. Okay, that's not my point though.
I mean, and some people are just fucking haters.
Okay, what he's basically saying is that he's irrelevant.
I mean,
But that doesn't mean like that's like fucking saying, okay, he hasn't been relevant the past 4 years, right? Fucking nah, I can't compare him to that. I was about to compare like Connor might be like the Kobe of the UFC and go but nobody was saying good riddance to Kobe when he retired.
no, there were
I
people.
mean, there were probably people.
I mean, of course, but like people I mean, but there was legit no ground to even argue with.
I mean, because the fucking vocal minority is so loud. Like,
What you mean?
minority, like, let's say, like, let's just say, okay, let's say I love Kobe. I'ma love Kobe, and that's just that. But the people that hate Kobe are so loud about it, it just outweighs the loud. Yeah.
I wouldn't want to say that. I'd say the majority gets it.
I mean, but see, it's and the way the hate outweighs the love.
Yeah.
Like me, I love Kobe, but there are people out here that hate Kobe guts, and they gotta say it.
I mean, first off, humans love negativity. They love the shit. No matter what, that's why half the time you watch the fucking news is bad shit because that's what people watch.
Yeah,
that's what people respond to.
Don't nobody want to see that. I mean, because it's. I mean, I think I was watching one of Joe Rogan's podcasts, and he was like, the only way that makes sense that why people are so obsessed with the negative is because like the human brain wants to identify threats.
Yeah. I mean, shit.
Like, imagine if we were all in a big village and somebody was like, we're just obsessed with like the thing closest to killing us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that nigga Sukasa, bro. That nigga a beast.
You said what?
Fuck.
What did he say?
He said that Sukasa.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
But it's just like people are obsessed with negative shit, and it drives them crazy.
Yeah, I mean, and people just like I learned that a lot of people just want something to hate and not like.
True. I mean, that's like half of every fucking website's algorithm.
And plus, people hate what they don't understand. So,
Yeah.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah.
But fuck. But that takes me back to another point, though. It's just like, the media is just gonna put out whatever the fuck they want to put out, and people are just gonna keep following it. And this is just like fucking. Oh, going on to the other point I had. What happened to COVID?
Damn. Oh shit,
we're not ready.
Once the riot started, it just disappeared. Like, I mean, that's the way they treating it.
I mean, look. That's a whole nother.
You said what?
That's a whole nother can of worms. Nah.
What you mean?
Look, I'm not saying I believe it or anything, but some people actually say George Floyd was paid off. Like some of these news sites and shit, like they're thinking like it was like a whole operation, like the cop He looks like cop. He's like your average looking white dude. Like he'll probably blend in with like millions of white dudes.
Oh
Probably
yeah,
wouldn't be.
I seen one joke. Actually, I have the screenshot on my phone, and they said the mugshot didn't match, didn't even look like the dude who was on George Floyd's neck.
Mm-hmm. Like they start comparing the shit. Like I'm not really good with like it says something about like the brow, like the bridge of the nose and shit.
Mm-hmm. I
The
think
like,
dude's hairline was completely different too.
mm-hmm.
But I
It's a
mean,
fake.
like,
At the end of the day, him
mm-hmm.
and his body double and him need to die. So, but yeah,
I mean, I don't think the man deserves that.
yes, the fuck he does. He deserves the goddamn guillotine. Guillotine. Sorry.
Oh shit! We can bring that shit out.
I mean, I don't know. I gotta think about a little more deep to say somebody deserves death.
I mean,
I'm a little
I
bit
don't.
more towards that way, but it's just the aggressiveness of going like he deserves to die. I don't necessarily like that's so to the left. It's like, oh,
I don't feel the right to judge nobody's life or nothing like that.
Yeah.
But like, he deserves to. Like,
Go.
because it's just like I mean, and it's like people act like it's this one thing. No, it was dead ass the straw that broke the camel's back. I'm not trying to hear shit.
yeah.
There's too many videos that, especially after that shit happened, too many videos of niggas legit getting shot for absolutely no reason.
Like,
Like it got bad once I started seeing niggas with their hands up catching bullets,
God damn. That's just like.
or getting tased, or getting their ass beat for
Yeah.
no reason.
Like
There
that
is,
college couple.
dude. There is.
Got tased,
What you saying? What now?
like that college couple like down in Georgia. Or I'm probably wrong place, but it was somewhere. They were young. They were young. They were or young, I should say, our age. But yeah, they apparently were at a protest and they were hopping their car. They were getting in. They were in their car
Mm-hmm.
trying to get something to eat, and then all of a sudden, like about 6 police officers started pulling around the car. Apparently one of the officers breaks into the car and started unlocks the door, drags them out, and they're still fighting. They're still like resisting. And
Mm-hmm.
then I don't know which cop, some cop just pull out a taser and just go just tase the shit out of them. I was like, pull them out. I was like, God,
It's
Jesus.
just, and then it's like nothing happens to them.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing happens, and this is the thing. Though. Nothing happens to the people who feel like there's a reason why a nigga could just be walking his dog down the street and like not to be racist, but a white lady come outside, call the cops on him from absolutely no reason, and they entertain that whole situation.
Oh yeah, Wait,
Even if it's built on bullshit.
are you talking about that lady? It was like some video. That lady. It was a lady. Or it's a lady in an apartment building called cops on some black dude.
I don't even know, dude. I've seen so much shit. It's like it all blends in.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like they use it. They go, like, "Oh, I'm gonna call the police." Like we're supposed to go, like, "Oh, hell no!" Like they know it's a weapon, and it's sad, but it's true shit.
People take advantage. People take advantage of this shit. It's like, fuck.
But I mean, my question to y'all is like, what way? How could like, legit? I mean, I understand the whole rioting situation, but what is it? What can they do?
There's gonna be a lot of shit.
Like we're legit in this system where we're meant to fail. I don't. It's just.
It's gonna be a lot of shit they're gonna have to do.
Like what though? Like I don't even know where to start.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's just like there's no perfect way to do it. It's gonna take years. Like I mean, like it's probably gonna take. If I had to say, it's probably gonna take about like 4 generations.
I mean, somebody
years.
told me there was like they should pull like a whole fucking Britain out this bitch and just take the guns away from cops.
Oh Jesus!
But I was like, there's a difference between us and Britain though. We're America. Everybody got a fucking gun.
Yeah, we grew up with guns. I mean,
so it's like, I mean, you do that, then what? So if a cop come to my house and he presses me, nigga, that's putting the cop at risk. They ain't gonna do that shit. That doesn't even make sense to do.
Oh.
So
there's there's someone online. They say they were like there's like a party to get rid of all cops. Get rid of every single cop. That ain't gonna work. That's not gonna work either. I was looking at this shit. I was like, some of this shit does like some. Hold on. Actually, I think I got it in my history. I'm gonna send it in the group chat. So let me see.
That makes absolute. I don't think that makes any sense. Like,
nah, this is gonna put a bunch of people out of jobs. First of all, that's one thing. Where was it at? It was
that is a lot of people out of a job though.
Where is it? It was like abolish the police or something. Something I can't remember. I was looking at it a couple of nights ago. I was like, well, I don't know about that. But it's really this. There it is. There it is. The problem. Worldwithoutpolice.org. I'm gonna do this. Let me see.
Where'd Dahan go?
I don't know. I think he just disappeared.
Yeah.
Let me send it.
Hello, could y'all not hear me that whole time?
Hell no.
Well, fuck. Okay.
Well, what'd you say while John looking this shit up?
Well, I was just saying the only way any of this shit can end is if people of all races just fucking come together, bro. Simple.
Yeah.
But I mean, and do what? Like, if we fucking protest, we're gonna get fucking pelted with rubber bullets until motherfuckers go like, look, bro, I'm tired of getting shot every night.
I mean, but we fucking. I mean, something's gotta change some way.
I have no answer. None.
It's gonna take a lot of shit.
Like, you don't understand how much I want this shit to work, but it's just like, part of me is just like, what are they gonna change? I mean, they're starting to fucking prosecute people now, but it's just like, it just seems so temporary. You know what I mean? Like, just to shut us the fuck up. Just like the fucking, like, they're so, like, before, right? If there was a situation where it's like, let's say a cop killed a black guy for absolutely no reason, people would raise hell about it, but then guess what? They sue the city, they give them some bread, and they'll shut the fuck up then.
Yeah.
It's like satisfies the problem, like, for right now. That's what I'm saying. That's what's like, and I'm tired of that shit, because it's gonna shit like this is gonna happen. People are tired of it, dude.
And people should be.
I mean, I agree with the whole rioting thing, because you gotta be heard. I even agree with the looting to an extent, because that's what helps us get heard. Because ever since the looting stopped, everything's been peaceful and all that shit. So,
I mean,
I guess that's the only way to
okay, with the whole looting thing, right?
Yeah.
Though there's two sides to that. What you just said, but then the other side saying like we're acting like the animals they want us to act like.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of the camp of.
Because it's like but here's the thing though, you poke a caged animal about so much, motherfucker, you gonna get fucked up.
He's gonna scratch back. Bitch gonna bite you.
I mean, and also it's the thing of too. We learned all we doing is what they showed us back in the old days.
What you mean?
Like, how did white people get America? They stole it.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. All we doing is doing what they showed us.
And then, but here's the thing though, but when we do shit like this, I'm not saying that honestly, I don't give a shit. I feel like, it should be done. Like, make them motherfuckers pay. I don't give a shit. Now, the looting businesses that like they have nothing to do with the shit. Like, some people are fucking dumb enough to start looting fucking black-owned businesses. Like, you can't just go down the street and fucking start busting everything the fuck up. That's like, you gotta know what you hitting up first. Mm-hmm. Like, do your research before you start breaking windows down and shit, before you end up really hurting somebody's life. That's one part of it that I don't like. But then damn, it just gives them a reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, because we're already alive. That's a good enough fucking reason. For them, anyway. For them, that is a good enough fucking reason. So then we're gonna do more shit on top of it. Like, fucking, I'm not gonna say no names, but somebody I know talked to someone and then they were like, yeah, with everything going on, they just need to stop committing crimes.
What the fuck?
Talking about black people. They need to stop committing crimes.
Well, I mean, not all black.
You really think that all this shit just stopped committing crimes?
It's like, no, it's not gonna happen. Crime's gonna happen no matter what.
That, and then this whole thing made me, start researching systematic racism and realizing where this shit really starts at. Like, fucking, like how I didn't know that the funding for schools are mostly based around the houses that are around it.
Yeah, through taxes and shit.
Like, so when you go to the projects, what do you think the schools funded? Same shit. Like, you're basically, you know what I mean?
Yeah, all the houses, around there.
And it's like, what was it saying? It was like, it fucking sucks. It's like the system, again, is meant for us to fail. And it's just like, and then, fuck you. And that reminds me, fucking brought me up too. And it's just like, anyway, I ain't trying to put all these business out there, but they had something to say about me, and I was just like, okay, whatever. I mean, it wasn't out of no, like, racist shit. It was saying that they're basically afraid for me and all this other shit. And I'm like, bro.
Who was this? Who was this?
I'm not saying no names, dumbass.
We'll just say Bob. We'll just say Bob. Bob down the street. Bob down the street.
But then just, they're basically saying the way I look, they're so afraid that all this other shit and all that. And I was like, but part of me was like, see, that's the problem right there. You feel like just because of the way I look, that's already an issue.
Yeah, because it is.
What? Oh, great. Okay. I don't even know what to call you there. But it's just like, it's fucking ridiculous. And I feel like there's generally no answer.
I don't know. I feel like it's going to take, like, not millions of years, but, like, probably, that thing's probably going to take hundreds of years.
No, somebody was bringing up, oh, yeah, let's go back to Africa.
What?
And I was like, dude, you realize, I don't think people realize how many Africans really hate us for some fucking reason. I don't know why.
Yeah. Motherfuckers sold us into this shit. Well, half of it.
I mean, I still gotta look into that shit to see if even that shit is true. Cause there's so much shit we done got from, the man. And it's just like, it gotta be questioned, bro. And it's just like, who knows? They could have sold us. They could have fucking stole us. But they're just mad. Like, I don't know why they don't.
The problem is,
it's like they hate African Americans. Like, it's weird. And we have nowhere to go. We're hated on our own land. So shit. Fucking in Japan, there's niggas getting ripped out of their apartments and getting their ass beat.
Why? Like, cause they mad.
Like, it's just like, for what? I don't, dude.
Because we taking all the Japanese bitches.
Probably. That's probably our problem, dude. That's we take all the women. We pillage, nigga. We do it better than the Vikings. We pillage. We take all your women and take. I mean, hey, look. All I gotta say is stay in your place. But nah, that's fucked up. I ain't gonna say.
Yeah, it's like that's like the find the exact principle you're standing before.
I know, right? But it's just like, I don't know, man. I ain't got no answer for it. I ain't got nothing. I don't think there's nothing, because it's just like, take the guns away. That ain't gonna work.
That'll make people pissed.
Or, okay, I feel like step number 1, the hiring process of cops and the training they take. First off, I told you, Don, I'm a fucking white belt with 1 stripe, and I know more than a police officer does. Okay, that was loud as fuck.
Oh shit, my bad.
But like, and that's ridiculous on its own. Because I feel like if that cop, if he really didn't mean to, or whatever the fuck, or those, 4 or 5 cops watching him, if any of them did fucking 2 classes of jiu-jitsu, you'll realize that your fucking knee is on the man's jugular. You're cutting his blood flow off, bro. Not just, he just can't breathe. He's not getting blood to his brain. He's going to sleep, and if you hold him in that position any longer than when he goes out, bro, it's donezo. You're dead.
I mean, but the cop, I think he was doing that for as a dominance thing because in the video, somebody was like, "Oh, you think you're a big man and all that shit." I think he was doing that as a dominance thing.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I didn't look at the video. I'm just saying, like, hypothetically, like, let's say we probably got a whole bunch of situations that say, I didn't know, or it was an accident or whatever the hell. It might be bullshit, but I'm thinking, just that's the first thing. Somebody was like, they want police officers to be purple belts before they even get sworn in.
Jesus.
Yeah.
And I don't think they need a purple belt. I think purple belt is a lot.
But see the thing too,
because I mean I know my coach has been a purple belt and he's been training jiu-jitsu for 10 years.
Jesus Christ!
So it's like
slow everything down.
Yeah, so I don't think they need to go all the way to purple, but I say thank you, babe. I think like get about I say blue belt.
Blue belt. I'm not. I don't know anything about. Hold on. I'm gonna look it up.
Basically, okay. How can I explain it? Jiu-jitsu, white belt, blue belt, purple belt, brown belt, black.
Okay, that makes sense.
And you get, I think you. Oh fuck! I'm retarded. I'm losing 3 stripes per belt. And I think most people get their blue belt. I think in like 2 or 3 years.
Okay, that's not too bad. You can do that with the you can do it like college courses and stuff or police academy training. I don't know how that shit goes.
Something because I mean, what this is again. First of all, before anybody fact checks me, I'm speaking on what my coaches and my friends have told me. That's all I'm speaking on. I don't know shit, and I don't claim to know shit. I'm only speaking on what I've been taught and what I know. Now they say blue belt, right? You're at that point, all the moves, not necessarily like a perfect at all your fundamentals and shit, but like, you know of them and you know how to do it and why and different other shit. But like, this is I don't even know because I don't think you're fucking a year. I say if you're getting paid that whole time, but then that's more money kicking out of the state. Yeah. So I mean, but fuck. Do you see where I'm stuck at now? Like you say they receive more training, but that's more money.
I mean, shit, it's gonna cost money either way. Either way, it's not the solution.
I mean, I feel like if cops learn to fight more, like learn to defend themselves more, they wouldn't be as scared. I'll put it that way.
I mean, yeah, that's fact.
Just like with black people, I ain't gonna get to that either.
Nigga, speak on it.
Yeah, speak.
Just like with people in general, if people learn how to fight, there wouldn't be as many shootings. Simple.
I mean, first of all, people gotta resolve. They have to. It takes a real man to go like, instead of y'all shooting at each other, let's box and get this shit over with.
Yeah.
Like.
But there's so many people nowadays that's too bitch made to fight. Like they scared of hands. Like.
I mean, as my boy Juice WRLD say, I don't throw hands, but my K throw some. But
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like at the end of the day, I know I'm not the best fighter on the planet. Shit, I know it's a lot of people that can beat my ass, and I know it's a lot of people who ass I can beat, so it balances out to me. So
I'm not just gonna start throwing hands. Pah, pah, pah.
I mean, like when you know something. And especially how to defend yourself, you feel more confident. It basically like, you're not especially when you learn, when you don't have to prove shit.
Yeah.
It's when you really are truly insecure is when you feel the need to prove shit.
Yeah, 100%.
Because I mean, like. It's like it's a martial arts thing though. Like the more you know, the more you're chill. Like it's so weird. I don't know how that works, but
yeah,
because you're secured. Like if you know, like again, like I said,
Like
I'm
it's
not
just
the
like the
best.
thought in your head, go like, dude, I could kill you if I wanted to, but I'm not
Yeah,
though, because it's just like,
I mean, it'd be kind
come
of
on,
unfair. Like, if like a person with like years and years of martial arts training, like, it won't be a fair competition.
right?
like let's put it like this. Let's put it like this. Like let's just say a guy like John,
Mm-hmm.
he's secure because he don't many people won't fuck with him because he's big, right?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I never
So,
understood that. I never
but
understood that.
but see, then there's also people that like that are insecure because I forgot the fuck I was going with this. I got lost midway through my point.
I think I see what you're trying to say though.
Yeah, it's just, I mean,
This is unfair.
let's just say it's a big guy
Mm-hmm.
like John, but they
Yeah.
can't fight because the simple fact of they're big, so people aren't going to fight them. But
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
let's just say it's a motherfucker that's not scared
Mm.
and he gonna fight him regardless.
I mean,
Okay,
okay, but along with that point, actually, never mind. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
but let's just say, all right, let's just say if a motherfucker, let's just say if a John ass motherfucker can't fight, he like, oh shit, he not scared to fight me. This nigga got
Mm.
hands, so I'm gonna shoot the shit out of him. It's just that. I mean, just people just bitches. Simple.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, okay. So I've said this before. I've always said if a nigga beats my ass twice, he has to die. I'm like, because it's one, my pride, and I'm not about to have somebody on this earth saying they beat my ass twice. Unless you're my training partner.
Yeah. I guess it's a different. Yeah, that makes sense. Different story. Different circumstance.
But
Yeah.
it's just like when you're afraid, it's humans are so weird because it's like you'll be afraid, but be the one motherfucker who want to fight so much.
Mm.
I mean,
It's because they're trying to prove something.
it's compensation.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they're trying to prove it to themselves,
Yeah.
almost. And it's really sad. Like, dude, just go out and learn some shit. If you want to, that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Everybody's different though. So,
But going back to the cops, but teaching them that though is only gonna solve half of the issue.
I mean, how so? How do you say that?
Because you hiring racist ass motherfuckers.
Well, yeah, true that.
Yeah.
True that.
And it's no cap. I'm sorry if I don't even need to look this shit up and say most of them are white. I'm not saying that's an issue. It's not a problem at all. But it's the fact that how these get I should have saved it though. But I seen something and it was like it had an actually good way to stop that from happening. Like they need to be like reinstated every year or some shit like that. I can't
Well,
remember
like,
what it was.
well, like sensitivity training.
No, like I don't know. I think it said they need to be reinstated or some shit every year. And you know, like, cause how this shit goes down, right?
Mm.
With people, I really can't remember what it was, but she brought up a fire point. It was like the cops need to be reinstated every year. You know, whole thing about the fucking purple belt. And actually, Andrew Yang, the guy who tried to who was running,
Yeah.
fucking he dropped out though pretty early.
Yeah. I was like, damn. That was fast.
I mean, I feel like he had to though.
Too many Democrats. Not enough people.
I like I said, Bernie Sanders, but yeah.
Oh, and then
Oh,
there's
and
another thing I had saved is turning off a body camera should come with an automatic charge of destroying evidence.
oh yeah, absolutely,
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
That makes sense, but why isn't that already? I mean, why? First of all, why the fuck are cops cutting off their body camera for anyway?
Yeah, I thought those shits weren't supposed to cut off. Like you cannot cut them things off.
There's a way to cut everything off. There's nothing that you can't cut off.
True, but like I thought there would be like like a certain like they'll have a way, they'll design it a way that you can't like turn it off unless you like take out the batteries and then
I mean, well,
kind of like a sense like clink.
well,
Like
then again, your phone's always listening. Yeah. But when you gonna get into that, dude? But yeah.
But then,
But I don't know. There's just so much corruption going on. It's just stupid.
A lot of shit.
It is.
Shit. So much.
But then you got like, let's say somebody brought up the fact that it was like you put any white person on the stand saying the nigga did some shit he ain't even do, he's going to jail.
Yeah.
It's sad, but he's going to jail.
I mean, it's the same thing.
And guess what? If you can't afford an attorney, my bad, I didn't mean to cut you off, but if you can afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you from the same exact fucking state that's prosecuting you. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense on a, like, I guess a government level. But I feel like that's just like, you're biased.
Yeah. Yeah, Medicine public defenders are
Shit.
absolute garbage.
Yeah.
Like, fucking...
And I shouldn't say absolute garbage.
Talk about that.
I should say they're like what you said, and biased.
Mm-hmm.
Towards the, because all they're going to try to do is try to make that money.
They can cut that deal.
Amen.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, you got to make your money. But don't fuck with people's lives to make your money. So,
I mean, it's like, because in one, it's to their defense though. Well, the public defenders, they're constantly getting cases because not many people can afford a lawyer. Like, they have so many fucking cases, bro, where if they went to trial for every single one, it's just a bitch.
yeah, true that.
Like, so if one, they're gonna try and cut a deal, and I think fucking especially the fucking prosecutor wants to cut a damn deal because court trials are expensive. Because everybody there got to get paid.
You got the judge, you got the
jurors get paid. The fucking bailiff. Yes.
Oh shit!
I got me like, I told them I had to if they have a job, right?
Yeah.
You got to tell them you got a job and they'll compensate you for that shit.
Oh shit. Well shit.
Hell yeah. DMV cut me. I mean, not DMV. Goddamn City of Richmond cut me a good $300 check for that day I missed out on work.
Hey, well, yeah, that's fair. That makes sense.
Said long time you need to come back.
Oh hell no.
Shit, I'm about to shit. I'm like, yeah, I make $200,000 a week. Oh god.
Yeah,
like, bro.
Yeah, that's not gonna.
It was worth a shot. It was worth a shot. As I'm walking to my police car.
I don't even think there's a profession that pays that much unless you work.
What? Oh yeah. Well, I mean, there has to be. Well, I mean, nah.
200,000
Yes.
a week.
That's probably.
I mean, 200,000 a week. That's like. I mean,
If they're kicking out that much money, they're definitely gonna investigate.
Yeah.
I mean, probably as an actor, yeah.
Nah.
I'm pretty sure there's an actor that makes 200,000 a week. There's probably.
I mean, but you're not an actor. You're a regular guy.
No. I was just.
But even do actors fucking go to jury duty?
Probably.
Isn't that a thing with
no.
whether you pay certain taxes and shit? I don't know.
No, honestly, I don't think they send.
But anyways, bro, fucking, and then after this COVID shit, oh boy, everybody court date then probably got pushed back some shit. So we gonna have my man's been in jail from this shit started because he couldn't afford bail, so he been in jail this whole time.
Oh, I ain't gonna say no names, but somebody we know that did some I was gonna say somebody I don't like. He still didn't get his hearing.
Yeah, they're not going to. Fucking COVID, bro.
Yeah.
And the thing that irritates me about that though, right? But you're over here releasing sex offenders and shit.
Why?
What? If the jails are so overcrowded, right? Or even prisons, I feel like, why a sex offender? Like, why? Like, what is the criteria you get released due to corona?
Yeah, but I need to free my cousin then.
That should be legit the absolute work. No, dude, I'll let a fucking murderer out before I do a sex offender. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I agree. Let the murderers out. I agree.
Oh god.
Oh,
Free all murders. Free all.
Free my cousin. I ain't gonna say what, but you know, free my cousin.
God. Man, free everybody, free the game, man. But
Yeah, that's.
it's just like it's real weird. But we're in a system where we're supposed to fail.
Yeah, like
From the start.
And it's so crazy because I was explaining to somebody like why people going so crazy and all this shit. Because I was like, because how they doing this because like we're in a country where everything's supposed to be equal for everybody, but ain't shit here equal.
Landed a free, brother.
Yeah, like,
but I mean, I don't know. It's just like landed a free. That's a Republicans' number one thing. And I mean, I agree with it to a certain extent when you start trying to take basic rights away.
Yeah.
Like how they say the fucking all this COVID shit going on. Fucking what the fuck was I gonna say? Fucking lost my fucking train of thought. With all this shit going on, we got okay, fuck. I lost my train of thought. I gotta catch that bitch. Damn. What was the last thing I said?
Something about COVID-19.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So what the Republicans claim, right, is that the fucking Dems are just trying to control us and take away our freedoms and shit, saying that COVID ain't as bad as it, really is. And now, in my opinion, I don't think it's as bad as they're laying it out to be. And it's like how they're just bringing it on people, like you're going like stay home instead of look, we're gonna have certain precautions to not spread this shit. I didn't look that deep into it, obviously, but
yeah.
Oh yeah, and coming back to that though, they tried to say fuck, damn, I forgot dude's name in like 2 seconds. Shit. Oh, George Floyd. They're trying to say that he didn't die from asphyxiation. He died from coronavirus.
yeah.
Oh my.
Because I mean, they said he tested positive.
What the?
That's what they say. He tested positive.
They just make. I feel like they're just blaming shit on Corona.
Yeah, like.
Let me tell you something, bro. With the amount of autopsies that's coming out for this man, they didn't open his fucking body up so goddamn much, bro. It ain't even fair.
God damn.
Because I didn't seen like 5 different autopsy reports.
I mean, bro, it's obvious. I mean, it's obviously what the fuck killed him. Even if he did have fucking a bad heart.
Bro, the first one, when the fucking city coroner tried to do it, bro, they said that man died of pre-existing conditions.
Yeah, like no, that nigga died from a knee in his fucking goddamn.
And then the family ordered their own, and they was like, yeah, bro, he died of asphyxiation. I don't know what the fuck they talking about. But it's just like, it's fucking, man, shit crooked, boy. It was like, first thing I want to say is I'm about to go to fucking Canada. That's the closest place. Fuck it.
I heard they're a lot better.
I mean, I was up there for like a week. It was pretty nice. Cold as fuck shit, but it was nice.
Well, I heard all the bitches up there was cold as fuck.
Oh my god. All right, well, we're
what?
Canada, okay.
What? This nigga said, "Oh God." But yeah, Canada was fun. It was actually fun.
I don't think I've ever been outside this country.
What?
Yeah, I've never been outside the country.
Oh yeah, you told me that millions of times.
Yeah, I haven't either. Shit.
Like, I really want to go.
But I had something else to talk about. I can't remember what the fuck it was. It had something to do with Canada. I can't remember. Oh, Lil Wayne, right? People are flaming his ass, and this is when like I say people are doing too fucking much with this whole situation because he doesn't deserve it at all. All the man claimed was that not all cops are fucking bad, which I agree with.
Yeah, that's completely true. Yeah. Mm.
And because of the fact that he was like, one of my biggest experiences when he shot himself, and there was black cops who walked over him looking for drugs and guns and shit, and the fucking one white cop that was there was like, what the fuck are y'all doing? This kid's bleeding out on the fucking floor. And then the black cops were like, we called an ambulance. He was like, no, he's gonna fucking die. And he was like, drive us to the fucking hospital right now. That's what he was saying. That was his legit point on saying all cops are fucking bad. But people are flaming him for it.
This is true. It's majorities in every group, bro.
Yeah.
Right, but I'm just like, he doesn't deserve it. Not one fucking bit. And he said, look, and he didn't even go like, stop messing with the cops or whatever. He didn't say that. He said, look, but living my life, I know the bullshit cops do.
Yeah.
Fucking, where's Lil Wayne from? Fucking, was it New Orleans? Louisiana? Okay. Fucking, the man said what he call them? I can't remember. Fucking, I think he called them the pop out gang. Because they'll walk up with a crack in the door. And he said, like, you know how clowns come out of a small ass car and fucking pull out 10 deep?
Yeah.
He said that's what the fuck they doing. Whenever they come out like that, they coming to get a nigga.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like he said he totally agrees with everything, but he just said all cops aren't bad. I don't see a fucking problem with that. But see, people, you give them a fucking inch, they take a mile. And it starts becoming toxic.
I mean, and there's also the thing of people care too much about what fucking celebrities do too.
I mean, it's because they feel like all black people need to be united in like the one simple in this position and opinion. And it's like as soon as somebody wavers a little bit and tries to check them, they start fucking going ham on them and shit.
Like you heard what happened to the baby?
What?
Like he was like he with the whole black movement, Black Lives Matter and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But because he liked Chick-fil-A, people are mad at him because they say Chick-fil-A is racist.
What the hell? I don't think they're homophobic.
And it's like okay. Even if they are,
I am.
You can't.
What are you throwing?
The fry.
Why?
Eat the fry.
No.
What the hell? We're having a serious discussion.
Can you pick up the fucking fries you're throwing?
Oh my god! What the hell?
But anyway,
trying to change the world, Ed. We're trying to change the world, Ed.
I know, right? But
like this.
the fuck was I gonna say, dude?
Daha was at the baby.
The baby.
People don't like the baby.
Yeah, because it's like Chick-fil-A, and they say it's racist.
Look,
like,
bruh. Some things are just hard to do. I love the baby. I'm sorry. It's just like I'm. Ooh, that's gonna sound bad. It's just like
I don't think it's bad. I mean,
it's just
it's what you like.
Yeah. It's just like fucking. You can't blame somebody for liking something. I mean, you can support black-owned business still with Papa John's. Like the fuck. I mean,
I don't see a problem with either.
I mean, it's like I said, it's just
like,
the fact that he's a
but don't. Bro. I swear, do what you want, but don't bash people for it. Like, I have no problem with cutting out all those food places that are supporting it and all this other shit or whatever the fuck it is. But don't bash people who decide not to, especially when they're advocating for it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, because that's too. Choosing where to eat at is just kind of like, it's too broad for you to bash somebody for it. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, it's just not, it doesn't seem fair.
Yeah, and it's just like, see, I'm not saying I support black business, but because I'm not rich and famous, people don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Of course not.
You don't cause enough commotion in the ocean, so.
Yeah, so it's like, and plus people just look for a reason to hate the baby anyway.
People get reason to hate anything.
Yeah.
Dude, hell yeah. But have y'all have heard of the Hodge twins?
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah, I love the Hodge twins. Yeah.
Dude, let me see. Dude, they're so ultra conservative, it was ridiculous.
I've never heard of. What are they on YouTube?
All kinds of games.
Yeah,
But
it's the two buff ass twins that like
they're
neck
funny.
was like
They're
tree trunks.
funny as fuck.
Like them niggas' neck was like tree trunks. Like them shit's tough.
Gosh.
And it's just like, but there's when I say they're ultra conservative, their fucking coupon code for their T-shirts are the Chinese virus.
It's a leftist lie.
But to be honest, I legit don't know what a conservative, non-conservative is. I don't pay no attention.
Donald Trump is conservative. You know what they say about black people? You never trust a black Republican. For some reason, I don't know. Somebody told me that one day.
I've heard that. I heard that stereotype.
But it's like it is, and I say it's bad, and it's like I choose not to listen to the like conservative content because I know it's gonna not necessarily piss me off, but it's just like it might be a perspective I need to hear.
Some of the shit don't lie.
But it's like they're two grown ass black men, bro. It is just like part of me wants to look through their fucking comments and see the people flaming their ass. Because I know there's going to be tons of black people who just piss the fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
And see, also, there's a line where people got to learn to draw, like, got to learn when it's like, separate the person from the art. Let's put it that way.
Right.
Like, people need to learn that. But
I mean, dude, people have their fucking opinions over shit. I mean, no one's gonna fucking agree with you. I mean, I don't mind it. I don't care. Those guys are so funny as fuck to me, regardless of your fucking political stance. I mean, I'm beefing with you.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. You see that, right? You can say that, but some people are so ingrained.
You're a logical person. You're a logical person.
Yeah. Some people will be like, "Oh, I can't watch any of your videos ever again because you don't like what I like."
But I feel like that has something to do with like being basic. Like you don't look that deep into stuff. You receive whatever the fuck you see, i.e. the news or whatever the fuck you see first thing as soon as you Google. That goes with whatever. It's through a filter. And when you don't question shit and you have a basic knowledge of things like that, you don't understand people's opinions and you just get mad. Instead of accepting to learn shit, it's like some people just refuse to learn. Regardless if you disagree with them a lot, you still learn something.
Yeah, like some people just won't agree with the fact that like bitches ain't shit.
Oh boy.
I feel that was coming up. I was like, damn, it's been a minute since Downtown said that.
Mm-hmm.
Just wait for it. There we go.
That's gonna be the title. Bitches ain't shit.
Oh my god.
That bitch gonna be like 2 hours in.
Hell yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh shit, what time is it, yo? We started this bitch at 10. That's 11:30.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Holy
We been
shit.
going at this for a minute.
Time passes. That shit was fun. That shit's kind of fun.
Yeah, it's just fun just chatting about shit.
Bullshit.
I told you we do this shit anyway, so might as well do something with it.
Exactly.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
So I'll be all disorganized.
Oh yeah, dude. I was struggling my ass off. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was scared. Oh shit. I'm fucking about to break shit. But man, the world. Damn, I ain't getting no video games or anything. Fuck.
Oh damn, I've been playing. Yeah. Ah damn. Fuck it, you want to do that next time? That'll be the next topic.
Well, I mean, I'll figure something out. I didn't expect this shit to go as smoothly as it did, though. Then watch, as soon as I look at the fucking file, it's gonna be put in the wrong. It's gonna end up the file gonna get corrupted.
Don't do that.
I know. I'm gonna hurt, bro.
I wouldn't even mind doing this shit though. Like honestly, more than.
This is kind of fun.
I mean, just, nigga, hit me up. I mean, I go on y'all schedule because I ain't got no job no more, so I'm straight.
I mean, yeah, same here.
Me neither.
Whatever. Cap. Cap.
God damn, I never thought I'd be getting goddamn big further because I have a job, nigga. Shit.
Shut up.
Fucking employed, pay taxes and shit. Loser.
Oh, fuck. Taxes, boy. Oh, God damn.
Loser.
Speaking of that, some people are taxes unconstitutional.
No, what? No, they're not. No.
To be honest, bro, I don't even know like one sentence of the Constitution. Like, I don't look at the.
Are you talking about? Hold on. Are you talking about the preamble or like the whole Constitution itself? Is that if you're talking about the preamble? I'll be honest with you, I forgot that shit.
I never knew it.
Nigga,
Damn. What?
all I know is the emancipation. What?
Emancipation. You mean the
Emancipation
Emancipation Proclamation, bitch?
Yeah, emancipation. But what? You know what I'm talking about, bro.
I mean, oh, and then we got our fucking the super black power people who are now for some reason, dude doesn't even like Abraham Lincoln. Like I'm like, bruh,
Yeah, come on, like he's a cool dude.
I mean, because people was like he burned slaves for some reason. I don't know. I'm not gonna talk about something I do my fucking research in. So he might be speaking facts. I don't know,
yeah,
but
because a lot of the shit we was told in school was bullshit. But
I mean, I know, but at the end of the day, we is free.
Yeah. I mean, but are we really free from the chains of life? No.
I mean, due to systematic racism, no, we're not. But,
Yeah, big facts. True.
Whatever.
I mean, but like, I know one thing: the whole world like agree.
Whole world ain't shit.
Like the whole world can agree on is like the fact that like no matter the release.
Release?
Oh my god.
God damn. Are you drunk? Are you drunk?
No, like it's just like no matter the race, religion, fucking culture, nigga, like no matter how you look at it, like bitches ain't shit.
Oh my god.
And then on that, I'm ending this shit because that was perfect. I'm done with that. All right.